Do, 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 do. Oh, hey, I got the third hit in the combo. Neat. The duty I have in mind for you requires some explanation. I do hope you have not made other plans. To business, then. I get a little wind-up airship. You've got a glamour idea consisting of those pants and the level 44 armor? I've penned a letter to each of my counterparts in the Eorzean Alliance. The Battle of Cartanu and the calamity that followed claimed countless lives. It's been 5 years since those of us who were spared dragged ourselves from the ashes to look upon Eorzea we scarcely knew. 5 years, and yet people still suffer. Their lives are fraught with worry and hardship. The warriors of light who might have once have given them hope are gone. Yet we must press on regardless. We will never truly do so, however we've faced our past. To that end, I am proposing that a memorial service be held in each of the city-states on the 5th anniversary of the Battle of Cartanu. These letters contain the details of said proposal. And I would have you deliver them to our allies as my personal envoy. You've proven yourself a staunch and able ally to Limsa. That is not my only reason for choosing you. No, I choose you because you possess a quality which puts me in the mind of history's champions. Quality I feared lost. Say that you will perform this duty. Yep. I knew you would not disappoint me. This task shall take you far from the borders of our nation to the city-states of Gridania and Ul'dah. A grueling journey, to be sure, for you to travel by sea and land, but I mean to have you take to the skies. An airship pass, to be used at your discretion. An airship bound for the nation of our allies leave from the land connected to the bridge, but before you depart, I suggest you trouble Baderon for a few pearls of wisdom regarding each of your destinations. The old bastard is nothing if not well traveled. 'Tis a pity I cannot issue such passes with a freer hand, as I did in more peaceful times when berths were not so limited. In these times of war, every craft we commit to the clouds risks drawing the eye of the Empire, and every voyage must be born of necessity. Lest you doubt, I consider your place well deserved. Nor am I alone in that opinion. There were other parties who would see you granted the privilege of air travel. Aye, your deeds did not go unnoticed. Full many see great promise in you, but I've flattered you enough. On behalf of Lominsan and her people, I bid you go forth, adventurer. Discover the realm for which so many have fought and died. Wonder and danger await you in equal measure, but turn not from either. Only by braving the unknown will you achieve the greatness of which you are surely capable. The light of the crystal guides you, and I wager that your destiny will be no small thing. Alright, let's go talk to Baderon. I think the next few quests are mostly just conversations, so I might power through them until we get to the actual dungeon quest. Back from your meeting with the Admiral, are ya? Personal bleeding envoy. So he'll be carrying the word of the Admiral herself to the leaders of the Alliance. Bugger me if I knew you was going up in the world, but I didn't realize you got that bloody eye. I'm proud of you, lad. Thinking of how far you've come, why, 'tis enough to bring a tear to me eye. And that ain't the ale talking neither. Well, not just the ale, at any rate. Bless the navigator for steering ye my way. Of course, this is only the start. Now that you've got your hands on the airship pass, the whole of Eorzea is laid out before ye, like a fair maid on a featherbed. And she's a big girl too, and plenty of enticing nooks and crannies. Excuse me? If you think us Lominsans are characters, just wait till you cross paths with the grim forest dwellers of Gridania, or trade coins with the crafty merchants of Ul'dah. And then there's wild places where the beasties rule and no bugger with an ounce of sense sets a foot. But you're an adventurer, so I wouldn't let a thing like that hold you back. Of course, it ain't all exploring and excitement. There's an heap of trouble what plagues every nation, see? Tain't just ours. I'm talking intrigue and infighting, beastmen and the goddamn primals. Aye, there's an ugly side to life, and sooner or later you're bound to walk into it. But I'll wager there's bugger all out there you can't handle. Something tells me you're gonna be just fine. The realm's at it rough, 'tis true, but folk are beginning to recover from the beating the Calamaty dealt 'em. Call me an hopeless optimist, but it wouldn't take much to turn things around. 'Tis the perfect time for a venturer like yourself to get out there and make a difference. Well, what are you waiting for? We're doing it. We're getting to be famous. Greetings, sir. This counter is for passengers traveling to Gridania. Wait, aren't you that famous adventurer? It's old Sugarheart, isn't it? I thought I'd recognize you. You're an inspiration to us all, sir. Highwind Skyways is at your disposal. Will you be traveling with us today? Yeah. Attention all passengers. The airship bound for Gridania is about to depart. Please make your way to the boarding gate. Yep, I'm on the boat. Good morning, daughter. It's an airboat. You're wearing a nice dress today. Ah, okay. Nice choice. I think you're gonna meet your first grade teacher today. Yeah, there's the cat girl.
I am. I'm gonna go straight into a car. I still what happened?
Good fortune to you, old. The day will come when your name means the same as Eero to the folks of this realm. May you walk in the light of the crystal.
control.
Maybe a lot of weird stuff is happening.
Is that the airship?
It's not my airship. I think it's the stupid hat convention.
It has been 15 years, but the bitter taste of defeat lingers still.
What is it?
15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Egrios, mightiest of all vessels. Silver Till Lake lay ripe for the taking, and all of Eorzea would soon be ours. Or so we believed. But an innumerable host of dragons met us that day, at the heart of which flew the great meat guard Zormer. Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worms, the dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flagship was lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious conquest.
I've been there. Not in this playthrough.
Eorzea, a blighted realm, riddled with false gods. Twice now it has eluded the Empire's
How are
grasp.
the humans can breathe?
For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it. And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core. Yet it must be saved. Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
We are of one mind, Lord Van Balzar.
I don't know, some kind of Ultima weapon.
Senior engineers, please report to Magitech research following scheduled inspection.
Feels really Star Warsy in here.
Hey, is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at Eorzea?
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Cartano. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus's plan.
My lord!
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
Othard, my lord.
Alamigo, my lord.
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume.
I don't know what you...
Silence. Your denials will not change your fate.
For the longest time you thought Van Belsar was the Emperor? He's not? I can never remember.
I assure you, Frumentarium sees all. Clean up this mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
At once, my lord.
Garland. Soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
Do I need my shoulder? No, you can have it.
Hey, you're back.
Ahoy. Ah, you must be the envoy from Limsa Lominsa. Welcome to Gridania, sir. The Elder Seed Seer awaits your arrival. Home sweet home, right? This is my personal favorite starting area.
Oh my gosh, there's a real...
Greetings, good sir. You're the Lominsan Envoy, are you not? I have received instructions to assist you. Pray make your way to the city proper, identify yourself to the conjurer at Nafika's altar. She'll admit you to Lotus Stand, where the Elder Seed Seer awaits you. Okay. I've already forgotten these instructions. Nafika's altar? And here's Mother... I can't even remember how to pronounce it. Mion? She's this region's Baderon.
What's your name? Old again?
Yep, my name's Old. Fell in love with Gridania mostly because of the trees, right?
Oh my gosh, if you jumped off that cliff, that wouldn't be good.
I grew up in the trees as well.
What?
In a small village up in the mountains. It was a lot snowier, but, you know, kind of the same vibe. Alright, let's attune to the Aetherite. Alright. Oh, and there's a Chocobo Keep. So many people to talk to. Well met, traveler, might I interest you in a Chocobo Porter? Ah, don't tell me this is your first stop. I shall update my register with your name so that you may access this location in the future. Thank you, good sir. Alright, where am I heading? I'm heading to Old Gridania. So if you're watching this on YouTube and you're wondering like what starting area is best for you, there's three key points to keep in mind. Gridania, in my opinion, is the prettiest starting area. So if aesthetics are important to you, I'd start here. Ul'dah seems to be like the most story focused. And so if you want, if like a story region is important to you, like starting there is probably a good choice. And that said, Lominsa seems to be the most popular. And that's where you're most likely to see cat girls dancing in their underwear in the Aethernet Plaza. So if dancing girls in their underwear is important to you, it's a good place to start. Ul'dah also has the best Aetherite placements. Good to know. Don't talk about girls dancing in their underwear? Sorry. There's also boys dancing in their underwear there. Does that make it better? Did I fix it, daughter?
Don't make me mad.
I will not make you mad. I apologize.
Is that the way that if girls are dancing in their underwear?
It is weird if girls are dancing in their underwear, but it's still happening, and people should be made aware of such things. You're done with the walk and workout. Thanks for keeping you company. Appreciate it as always. You too, Sleeper. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the story. You are the Lominsan Envoy. Begging your pardon, sir, but might I inspect the missive you bear? Okay. Verily, this is the seal of the Admiral of Limsa Lominsa. Please come with me. Hey, little one. Sleeper says hi. Sleeper is the person over there.
So you are the Lominsan Envoy. And an adventurer besides. The realm owes much to you and yours. On behalf of our fair nation, I bid you welcome. Please. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Khan-e Senna, Elder Seedseer of Gridania, and leader of the Order of the Twin Adder, our nation's grand company. I understand you bear a message from the Admiral.
Who's gonna start?
A remembrance service for the fallen of Cartno. To think it's been 5 years, to think that 5 years have already come and gone. Seemed like only yesterday that the Garlean Empire attempted to seize all we hold dear. Rising in resistance, the city-states of Eorzea formed the Grand Companies and joined hands in the alliance. But unbeknownst to us, the Garleans sought not to best us in battle, but moved instead to enact a terrible plot, the Meteor Project, by which the lesser moon, Dalamud, would be torn down from the heavens to annihilate whole life below. In a desperate bid to save the realm from certain destruction, our forces marched for the Cartno Flats, and there met with the 7th Imperial Legion. Forgot my Roman numerals there for a bit. More bloody battle I have never seen, and would wish to never see again, yet the carnage was but a prelude to the atrocity that followed. For despite our best efforts, Dalamud continued its descent, and from it emerged the elder primal Bahamut, who proceeded to rain fire upon Eorzea. The 7th Imperial Legion was consumed in the blinking of an eye, while our own forces fared little better. That any among us were spared defies explanation. All seemed sure to perish. As the flames converged upon us, I prepared myself for death, only for a brilliant light to envelop me, relieving me of my senses. When I last awoke, Bahamut was gone, and the land, which had been but moments before been aflame, now seemed to me a place unknown, not simply ruined, but changed. Archon Louis Sois may well have been able to shed light upon these mysteries, but he, like so many, never returned from Cartno. And so we were left with countless questions and no prospect of an answer. Yet such matters did not long occupy our thoughts, for we had far graver concerns. The calamity, as the devastation wrought by Bahamut has come to be known, laid our nations nigh to waste, and to this day we struggle to rebuild our lives and homes. To compound matters, the beast tribes continue to summon their primals, while the Empire encroaches upon our borders, consolidating its foothold in Eorzea. The outlook, in short, is bleak. In the wake of the calamity, it has been all each nation can do to nurse its own wounds. Yet if we are to weather the coming storm, we must stand united once more. A remembrance service may well present an opportunity to rekindle the spirit of unity which first gave rise to the Alliance. I wholeheartedly approve the Admiral's proposal. The necessary provisions shall be made for a service here in Gridania. You have done for the people of Eorzea a fine service this day, and I would not put you into further trouble. I shall see that my reply reaches the Admiral anon. You, meanwhile, are bound for Ul'dah next, are you not? Please send the Flame General my regards. And if you would be so kind, I should appreciate it if you would inform him that a pet of mine has been ill behaved of late. My wolf, to be precise. Needless to say, he must be brought to heel. I would very much welcome the General's counsel on how this might be achieved. I thank you for coming. May the 12 see you safe to Ul'dah and beyond. I feel like that's a secret code. Alright. Back to the airship. Sleeper went back into lurker mode, which sounds great. This is a great stream to lurk to, I feel. What does lurk mean? Lurking is when you leave the stream on, but you're not going to say anything. And so if you're just enjoying me reading or the story or playing the game, lurking is a great way to enjoy it. Greetings, sir. This is the counter for passengers traveling to Ul'dah. Oh hey, are you not old Sugarheart, the Lominsan Envoy? On behalf of all Highwind Skyways, may I say that it is an honor to serve you. Will you be flying with us today? You. How do I get down there? There we go. We get to listen to the great music while we work too? Yeah.
Then you go.
Final Fantasy is famous for like its great music.
Yeah, you just missed the airs.
I know what I'm doing. I'm talking. You know what? I'll hop on the boat and we'll talk on the flight. But yeah, Final Fantasy's had great music for many years, like even from the very first one.
So is that just you on that boat?
Yep, it's a boat just for me, it looks like. I don't know, maybe people are tucked in the overhead storage, I don't know. It's just crammed with Lalafels.
Oh, you get to go in. Got it.
Yep, we're in Ul'dah. But Nobuo Uematsu was the conductor for the longest time. I think he did most of the songs for this game. I think he's all but retired, but he's got a really good apprentice or replacement set up who's already doing great work. Ah, you must be the envoy from Lominsan. Welcome to Old Dawes, sir. The Flame General awaits your arrival. Welcome to Old Dawes, sir. We've been expecting you. The Flame General Reborn will receive you in the fragrant chamber. Please take the lift down to the Hustings Strip and speak with Bartholomew at the Royal Promenade. Okay.
There's a little ones who guarded this.
Yeah, there's a lot of Lalafell over in Ul'dah. Looks like who we need to talk to is right across the way. A lot of expansion music was composed by Masayoshi Soken, I think. I do love the new... I do love all the newer songs too. Like, it's just been good for a long time. The Lominsan Envoy, I presume. Would you be so good as to follow me... Sorry. Would you be so good as to allow me to inspect the missive you bear, sir? My thanks. Ah, yes, the Admiral sealed. Please proceed.
Ah, a guest from Limsa. I thought I smelled stale ale. I won't hold it against you. If you're half the warrior Mervib says, 'tis a wonder you don't reek of dead Sahagin. Welcome to the Sultanate of Ul'dah. I am Rauban al-Din, General of the Immortal Flames. But you did not come all this way to trade formalities.
Yeah. Well, he probably got stabbed in the face a bunch. Cartno, I remember bloody Cartno. Do you know what happened that day, adventurer? When we took the field against the Garleans. So my counterparts have educated you. Connie's pet is giving her trouble, is it? Well, she should already know my mind on the subject. Wolves are beyond taming. 'Tis but a matter of time before they bare their teeth. So, it was with the Garleans 50 years ago. No sooner had they learned how to use the Magitech than they began seizing territory from their neighbors. Led by then Legatus Solus von Zoz Galvis, they swiftly brought the other nations of Ilsabard to heel, and so the Legatus became an emperor, and his republic an empire. An empire which has set its sights upon Eorzea. But the conquering emperor is now an old man of 80 winters. His health is failing, he has no clear successor. Like as not, this is why the Garleans have been quiet of late. Sorry, give me a moment, everybody. Ugh. The wife is a little exhausted after, a late night emergency room trip last night, and so I need to take care of a few more things this morning. It's gonna be a day. Won't be too hard. I'll miss maybe the first meeting of my work, but I don't mind that one bit as long as I can actually do work in peace. The meetings are the parts that suck the most. But you didn't come to listen to my drama. You came to listen to the Final Fantasy XIV drama. Oh, the Sugarheart sugar container, right? I thought it was a good fit. I like my BRB message. I want to make several of those and just kind of switch them out. Give me some time, daughter. I need to finish this up so we can start going. Okay. But the 14th Legion is still entrenched within our borders. Their commander, Legatus Gaius von Balzar, has long harbored ambitions of conquest. Were he to strike now, I fear we would fall like so many others before. And not only Ul'dah, but Gridania and Limsa Lominsa as well. For the Calamity brought a lot of us to our knees, and we've yet to get up. We barely have the strength to stand against the beast tribes, never mind the primals they mean to summon. We are a realm-divided adventure, an alliance in name only. But the wolf cares not for the plight of its prey. The Garleans stir, and the Elder Seedseer would not let it go unnoticed. All other concerns pale in comparison to the Emperor, even the beast tribes and their bloody primals. We must stand united once more. That much is clear, and if we are to do so, we must remember the cause which has last brought us together. Merle Weeb will have her memorial. We will honor the memory of the fallen. We will remind the people what their brothers and sisters fought and died for. Shall I inform the Sultana and the Syndicate? I will speak with her grace myself. Very good, sir. The Admiral will have my reply anon. My thanks to you, adventurer. You now make use of the airship routes connecting the three nations. Before you board an airship, you must pay the requisite fare in Gil. Alright. I need to call it a quits for now. A lot of family drama cropping up, and I have to take care of so many things.
Like getting me to school.
Yeah, like getting you to school. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I had a great time. The story is really starting to kick off.